Hello all, welcome new viewers and my lovely moonions. Today is the 26th of August and we will be quickly looking into the 888 888 888 messages for you. Okay, no, I'm not slow, it's just I'm getting a little nervous whenever I start a reading. So before we pull out the three groups, piles, cards, let's just calm ourselves down. So we will be looking into the different aspects as quickly as possible because I want to get this out today itself. So let's see what's coming in. It's a timeless reading. You can always see whenever you see 88, 888, the significance of 8 which is pulling you. You can always look into this pick a card reading. So how lovely, how many are there? Okay, 4. We're doing 4 groups today. So this is number 1. How am I supposed to fit them in? 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's just do this because it's too big. So number 1, number 2, and number 3. See which one are you feeling drawn towards. I'll just give you the crystals also with it. So the first one is the Mariam Jasper. That's what caught my eye. Felt drawn towards it. That's the close-up. Alright. Number 2 is the Larvikite. And number 3 is the Emerald. And my ear just started ringing. And in case my voice is sounding a little odd or pitchy or something, not how it normally does, it's because the ACs are on and so is the aquarium. So take your time, see which one are you feeling drawn towards, and check the timestamps, and I'll see you soon. Hello, number 1, for those who were drawn to the card or the Mariam Jasper. So let's see what's coming through. I wanted to read into the crystals, but I'm just not feeling it today. So let's just hop on because I'm in a rush, apparently. So the card which you were drawn towards is an archetype card. So let's see what's coming in. Wow. We have the healer with 25 coming in, and the snakes over here, and the opal also over here. You guys could be psychics, healers, tarot readers, very mystic. You have a healing touch. And with the 3 snakes over here, it's looking like a trident. So Shivji's protection in a way coming through. And apart from that, it looks like Scorpio, and also with a little extra thing like Virgo. So those could be the signs. C could be of relevance, C as in chartered C. You're quite enigmatic. You come out to be quite mysterious. It's almost like whenever people first see you, there's this enigma about you. There's this intrigue that lures people in. That kind of a energy is coming through. People feel very safe around you. Root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus chakra getting activated. This could be a very sexual time for you, and it could also be talking about emotional intimacy or expressing yourself sensually, gracefully, respectfully, like being confident to express yourself sensually is coming through. This talks about fertility also. That's what I'm picking from it. Psychic development, psychic ascension could be happening. Your psychic gifts are unfolding, your sixth sense or even your intuition is getting stronger, on point, on fleek. That was said. Snakes coming in, shed old skin, transformation, and this is the kind of transformation which you make on your own because it is essential for survival. It's essential for the snakes to shed the skin, shed the old, embrace the new, be adaptive. Higher guidance which is coming through, intense passion, love, tantric sex is also coming through. Listen to some, if you have a boo, listen, turn on some tantric music and enjoy the spiritual sexual experience. And also, since we are talking about it, because now I'm a little more unhinged, thankfully. So I feel like your partner feels very healed through a sexual experience of yours. So you're healing that way also. So I feel like you should be more vigilant about who you share your energies with. If you are an empath, because that is also coming in, I feel like, and also one thing before that, you understand people's vibes, trust your understanding of it, don't come from a place of judgment. It's almost like nonsense. It's almost like I don't have to say it, but just coming through. Be aware of energy vampires and understand that, like, people who want to be healed do tend to flow towards you, gravitate towards you. So it's good to have empathy, but don't internalize what you're feeling. All right, that is important. Like, you can empathize, sympathize, but don't let it seep into you, where it at times, with empaths and healers, there's this threshold that we have to make. So it's not like a boundary or a wall, but a threshold that you keep around you, protective energy around you, and that way it doesn't drain you. That also came through. With the energy over here, I wanted to say it with this one: take care of your blood pressure. So curtail your anger is coming in. There's certain kind of pre-nominations that you will be seeing through your dreams is also somewhere down the line coming through. There's a lot of protection which is there around you, favoring you at this point in life. That is also somewhere down the line coming through. The keywords which come in with this one are the light worker, the gifted, the old soul. And also says that while some people pursue being a healer as their life purpose, as their dharma, as what they are meant to do or here to do, it's in everyone. I'm going to read it. It is After that, it is our natural inclination to remember, to return to, and to reclaim that central and eternal life force from which we so easily drift away. In, in Sanskrit, the word avidya means forgetting, and it is said that this is the source of all suffering and disease. I'm sorry, dis-ease. The healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial, to reveal the radiance that already exists. The healer approaches this in multiple ways, from multiple angles, knowing the cycle of healing is not linear. It is multi-layered and circuitous process, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Ouroboros. It's interesting with the Uranus retrograde also coming in. The key insight over here is the wounded healer is not someone who was wounded as and is now healed. It is someone who continues to courageously break open the self and ego as a means for deep integration. And Uranus retrograde is really good for integration, for integrating the change, being adaptive. So that's coming through. And the wounded healer, Chiron, may be having its effect on you at this time, irrespective of what you're seeing. And if something comes up from the subconscious, just understand that it is now time to embrace it, reflect upon it, reevaluate it, and release any energy or score that we had in our mind or in our body. The negativity that or shock that may be there, we need to release it. And I just realized the snake is here also. Wow, okay. You drift into when you're reading. So anyways, let's go forward and see the general energies coming through. This is going to be a very uplifting time, and moreover, I felt like it's like someone who is standing very strong, looking up, a little tilted. So the leadership role which is coming through, feeling empowered, that came in quite a bit. So from tarot, as general guidance, we have Lady of Earth, which is the Queen of Pentacles, really nice. We have the Lord of Air, King of Swords coming through. We have the 10 of Swords coming in with the word punishment coming in reverse. So that's nice. We have the Emperor coming in reverse. And we have the Four of Fire, Four of Wands coming in reverse. So I feel that it's now very essential to become grounded, to ground yourself, and look at things more logically, a little more practically, and let go of the ego or the defense mechanisms which are making you act in haste, impulsively, or rashly, or being too blunt. This also talks about too much over practicality at times, so we need to create a healthy balance of that. This talks about self-confidence, creating a community, being loved, sharing the love, very steady within their own self. The 10 of Air, 10 of Swords is telling you now is the time to let go of regret, resentment, of anything which came to an end. This is a fresh beginning. So let's not start feeling jaded and be more adaptive, open-minded, because there are certain things which are you will be becoming aware of, and there's a lesson being learned, and we need to sustain it and move forward. So we need to see, so we need to get inspired by the lesson being taught or changes, abrupt changes which occurred because any kind of resistance that may have been there, or being too adamant about something which is creating a resistance. We need to be a little more open-minded, a little more flexible in our approach of understanding also coming through. Don't fear, you will be successful. You need to stop being so harsh on yourself is also somewhere down the line coming through, because you may be quite critical of what you're doing right now is coming through. You could be completely focusing on your finances, and your personal life may be taking a hit, or burying yourself so much in your work that it's causing an imbalance in life is coming through. The energy with these ones over here is almost like someone who is self-punishing for any failures that may have occurred in the past. This almost seems like a discord in a particular relationship in your life is causing a ripple effect, which is maybe inducing self-deception, self-limitation, self-sabotage, self-doubts. We need to become aware of it and take charge, take responsibility of our own life, believe in ourselves, in our capabilities as we go forward. And we need to start communicating from a more either humble or from a more loving, compassionate space. That is also somewhere down the line coming through. Because what I felt with these four cards over here is like someone who's become a little emotionally numb, either because the anger went so high, or the despair that or resentment that makes someone a little resentful, whatever it is, like emotionally numb, and is saying no, 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 no. That's what I heard, which is leading to a little bit of confinement, or a perspective being a little too distorted, and a major need of grounding, which is essential, as pride may be coming in the way and hindering you from making the best of any given situation is coming through. These cards over here is a divine masculine energy being out of balance. So healing the divine masculine energy may be important. You could be dealing with the divine masculine also, who is going through their healing, who is very much attached to you on an emotional way, on an in an emotional level, or on an emotional level also, even though they don't say it. And also with the way the face is over here, so calm. And looking back in all of this, it's almost like there's an understanding which is emerging. This may have been you in the past, or this may have been that anger, the spike which came in the past where you got triggered. But after a few triggers, you started reevaluating where is this reaction stemming from, this immediate instant reaction coming from, and you took the liberty of taming those instincts, and you pulled in your strength. And that's what's coming in over here also, because this almost feels like a retrospect view of how things were, the anger, the agony, the life force, the fire within you, which you have tamed in a way, but your light is very vivid. It is very, very bright. The eternal light within you kept becoming stronger and stronger in each and every situation, where a lesson of utilizing your strength in a more cohesive way, in a more truer sense of who you are, was reminded of, cultivated, or mastered. That's coming in. All right. Since I did talk about the divine masculine, let's see what Buddha wisdom is coming in for the divine masculine energy. Could be a question or a practice also. Thank you. We have go beyond likes and dislikes. Free yourself from attachment coming through. Attachment of fixations also for future milestones that you want to reach, and all of that, over trying to overly control how others react and all. I feel like you let go of that. Any people pleasing tendency that you may have felt or became aware of, you are moving beyond all of that is coming through. Maybe in the past you took too much into consideration what others may think of you, like not maybe not the vastness of the world, but people who are in intimate relation to you or close to you, that and started becoming an obstacle, and you are being asked or you did move out of it. So this is being encouraged and acknowledged. That is what is coming through. Mischief is yours, sorrow is yours, virtue is also yours. You are the source. Take accountability where it's required. Take responsibility because you can deliver. And it's very essential to take responsibility of your own life also. Even if you are cohabiting, you have a partner, independence is important because that leads to interdependence and not codependencies. That is coming through. So inner validation is getting enhanced now. And also taking accountability of the choices that you have made, and understanding that life is where it's supposed to be, and with being conscious of the choices that I make, I choose the life that I create. So that came through. In terms of love, what is the guidance coming in with 888? The theme going on. Okay, this one. We have the sun coming in. Interesting. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. There's this resistance to transformation, which I can feel. Like it's almost like you just have to step into your power. And a little bit of self-doubt, because I felt 8 of... Do we have it? No. 8 of swords coming in. So a little bit of illusionary veil of fear, anxiety and doubt, which may be clouding your own judgment, your own understanding, or making you feel a little indecisive about whether or not to follow your intuition. That is also somewhere down the line coming through. If something is not working for you, is not feasible anymore, change your direction is also somewhere down the line coming through. And a fun note from your inner child is saying, do something fun today that you really like doing as a kid perhaps, or just ask your inner child what they would like to do today. Gotta have some fun, because we may be taking life too seriously, and maybe there's a little bit of confinement in the comfort zone that we have created, and life is asking you to break out of something mundane is coming through. It's all saying step into your power, step into your power. I cut the previous deck, the Hierophant came in twice, and this one also, when I cut it, High Priestess came in. So step into your power. You know the truth. You already know the truth. Even if you seek it outwardly, they come in as confirmations for what you already know of. That is a reconfirmation coming through for someone. At the bottom, we have strength. So Leo energy coming through quite a bit. See the situation for how it really is coming through. It may seem a little daunting at first, but it will be very illuminating. And there's this sense of, through acceptance, feeling freedom, liberty also. Liberty, freedom to express yourself. That is also somewhere down the line coming through. Being unafraid to make the changes that you are guided to take, that came through. If I didn't say, the sun is number 19. So number 19 also asks you with 1 and 9 to take the initiative to step into your true self, to do what you are required to do, to speak your truth, to stand up for what is right. It's really interesting because this says, when reversed, you easily envisage what you want, yet it is just beyond your grasp. The sun when the sun reverses, delays to travel plans and social occasions are indicated. Accept what is beyond your control rather than give into frustration. A lover may cool toward you, but love will be rekindled. Have patience coming in. Interesting. I am just being drawn to this imagery again and again, and it's overriding the whole, like, it's driving the whole reading for me. There's this nurturing look which also comes through. Emotional safety that you're building, a lot of strength. This person, someone people get while looking into your eyes, is also somewhere down the line coming through. You bring a lot of hope in people's lives, and the thing is, you've undergone many storms and you just kept on coming out stronger and stronger, and that's a marvel. People may not directly say it, but internally they really appreciate your transformation, and how you kept your cool is also somewhere down the line coming through, even when someone may have been acting self-centric, self-absorbed, immature. And your third eye could see through all the deception or masks someone may have been wearing. You could see the innocence in them, the woundedness, the wounded child which was in them. And you triggered a lot of healing in that person. You do tend to, whether or not you intend to, but you tend to inspire people to heal, to become better people. So that's really, really nice. Kudos. Talking about all of this, let's see what's being said to let go of, what's being encouraged to let go of. Too many, but we'll take this one because the gaze is very similar. The endeavors that you're starting right now will be very long term, is also somewhere down the line coming through. Long term, nourishing, lucrative, successful, very satisfying. We have, don't compare yourself to others. Smile and be content with your natural beauty coming through. Embrace your uniqueness. We have, what's the thing? Okay, we have the hibiscus also coming through. So that talks about being confident in your oration came through. I wanted to say something else, but this hibiscus is really good for the skin, for hair, for detox, for the sacral chakra also in a way. So something hibiscus tea with rose petals, brew it and have it, or use it as a mask or something for the hair, or in your bath, use it. Really good. We have pay close attention to your patterns and let go of those that are merely reactions to life. Yeah, that's what I felt in the beginning also. Sometimes we just become habitual to reacting in a particular way, even if the situation didn't call for that intensity, but in a way overreaction comes through because it's something which has been repeating itself, and life is right now with 888 asking you to approach things in a different way is coming through. Let's see in terms of career, what's the guidance coming in for success? We have Estee Lauder coming through. Estee Lauder, beautiful. We have Martha Stewart also coming in. Interesting. Hmm. Youth will never get old. A free gift can buy anyone. Don't sell reinvention without modeling it yourself. We have be a life support system. Spring cleaning is always in season. Turn your cottage industry into a castle. And I felt that entrepreneur energy with the endeavor being very, very lucrative. And that's what's coming in. Believe in your vision and be adaptive. Change with time. Understand your market, your target market a little better. You are about to get some really good ideas, so jot them down. There's a lot of financial success coming in, especially for entrepreneurs. With the Hierophant also coming in, I wanted a confirmation, and only then I would have said it. Either you're getting someone for investing into your company or your endeavor, or a big organization is going to approach you, would like to work with you, is also somewhere down the line coming in. So new job opportunities could be coming through. Start applying is coming in while you have this job. How can you reach a bigger audience is coming through, or how can you make customers, new customers is coming in. What could be the other interests your target market has? Research upon your market is somewhere down the line coming through as you keep mastering your skills, or if you're into service like this one, or even doctors and everyone comes in the healer industry, Reiki also and everything. But or experiment, keep creating your products, do some sampling that will be beneficial. But it's time to put yourself out there. With all of these cards which were there, which I was reading separate from this one, I feel you have ideas and it's now time to ground them, initiate them in some way or form. That is coming through quite a bit. Because we're thinking about things, grand plans, and all of that, but in reality, we have postponed it a little ahead. And 2 months down the line, we're still thinking about it, but we haven't done anything concrete or even started building a foundation for it. So that's coming through. So let's begin there. Let's get over the period of initiation. Let's initiate the initiation phase is coming in. And with the delays which was said over here, so this could be a slow progress, but it is still going to lead to success is coming through. Even if you are entering a saturated market, all right, but there's this unique flair of yours. You do it, you make it a different way. So let's market that also is coming through. Believe in yourself at the end of it is coming in. Small evidence of successes will be coming in. Just make sure that you're not drowning yourself in tension, stress. All right, moving into spirituality, let's see what's coming in from the star seed oracle. Interesting. A manifestation may be taking its time, but it's going to come in very, very soon. Interesting. A desire, a wish is manifesting itself very soon. And for some, the clarity is also coming in. Infusing spirituality the concept of it, getting inspired by it. Be open to listening, exploring philosophy is coming in. All right, this says blue star. Follow the light in your of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. Reiterating what we once said. And we have, wow, I was thinking about the alchemist over here, or alchemy, which is occurring over here. And it has inner alchemy over here. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. So we're changing the way we are reacting, because now we take the time to process what you're feeling, even our thoughts, and choosing to respond instead, because we are calming ourselves down. This is a period of self mastery, a lot of illumination, which will be frankly very liberating, because you are also letting go of this fixation on perfection and realizing that imperfections also add to the uniqueness, add to the flavor. At the bottom, we have Gaia, and it's really nice. It's really good for during, I don't know, since it has just started on 24th of August, so the energy of Uranus being in retrograde is coming in, which slows things down, but also helps you ground yourself and make more sense of what has happened, and to look at love in a different way, to look at life goals in a different way, and many other things. But this says connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through this time of change coming in. So there are transformations which are occurring, and this time around you will be feeling more in sync with yourself and not destabilized suddenly, because there's this the strength or inner self-belief and all of that, which is like the bark of the tree that is coming through. You're a very, irrespective of your actual height, you're a very tall personality, so embrace those qualities coming through. You are a pathfinder. While you may be a healer, but you're also a path shower. So stop comparing yourself and restricting your scope to someone else's success, because your scope is limitless, and this is just coming in as a reminder of all the strength and capability and gifts and talents that you have that need to be enhanced now. If you find too much distraction coming through, it's time to let go of those and concentrate on what is right for you. That is also somewhere down the line coming through. And one thing, after the time of solitude, it's time to also step back, reconnect with the society, with the world, and allow yourself to step into your power and share the light, the brightness of your soul with the world. That is what is coming through. One thing, last thing, don't be daunted by the competition. Take it as a source of inspiration, or take it up as a challenge. Find yourself, find new challenges before they find you is also somewhere down the line coming through, and make the best of the opportunities coming your way. All right, no regret, you got this. So I hope that was insightful for you, and hope to see you again. Until next time, Om Namah Shivay. Keep that vibe high, my lovely millions. Hello, number two, for those who are drawn to the cards over here, or the Larvikite. All right. So this one is found in Norway, in Larvik, in Norway. It's really good and it's interesting because Uranus retrograde is taking a precedence in this reading up until now, and it just started on the 24th of August. It'll go on till Jan 22nd next year. So this stone crystal is very good for being adaptive and during changing times. It also, with the times which are changing, transformations which are occurring, this also helps you understand the good which is occurring in your favor during such transformative times. And there are other things also, but I felt that vibing with the current energies. So there were two of them which wanted to fall out. We will see which one are we going to read from the book. So the first one, we have the Father coming through. Wow. The Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Emperor, Empress energy coming in sync. And this, the Source being with you is coming through. Stepping out of the labyrinth. Understanding that not everything is black and white. There are grays also. In the darkness, there's lightness, and in the times of light, happiness, we should be grateful. The ebbs and flows are coming in. There are other things also coming through. It's like, go here, go here, go here. It's coming through. I don't know how to explain this. Just a second. We have the Maiden also coming in with 2 and number 8 coming in. Really interesting. Since we are doing 888, so that also came through, and quite similar energies per se, different aspects which are coming in. There's this practicality and objective, subjective energy coming through, and over here there's an integration of both the views and creativity which is flowing in. You are very balanced within is coming through. Knowing your own truth and expressing it freely. Even if you're speaking the truth, do it with kind words, never harshly is coming through. Maybe that's something that you have started practicing, so that's a double thumbs up coming in from the sources. Not source, yeah, we can say that, but from spirit as a collective. And my right hand is itching, so there's money which will be coming in. Be wiser in your spending is also somewhere down the line coming through. Save a little while investing, but save a little. Don't do, in terms of investments, don't do massive investments. Try and test the market first is coming through. Invest a little, see how that cultivates for you. What are the returns you're getting from it, or dividends, however it is. And then think of indulging in it. Multiple facets or multiple projects that you are multitasking at this time is also somewhere down the line coming through. High productivity, efficiency is also coming in. Authority, promotion, being recognized for the services, for your skills, for your intellect, for your input. And there's this fresh blood energy which is coming through, fresh new perspectives, creativity, and this equilibrium which is getting created and churning out results in manifolds, that is also coming through. Growth which is occurring, evolution, revolution of the soul which is occurring now. How are we stepping into the world, showing up, communicating with the world is something which is we are reflecting upon, is somewhere down the line coming through. This also tells me to be wiser with how you're utilizing your energies and resources, of course. And this is a journey also to know when to take the lead and when to follow, and transference, or like taking those roles fluidly. That's the energy which is coming through. You don't have a problem because you don't let the ego come in the way. You think out things practically, and when it's time for someone else to lead, you don't have a problem being the team player. That is coming through. Integrity also coming through over here. So I opened up the maiden, so the card selected itself. This says the maiden archetype is the extreme of innocent arousal, naive sensuality, and precarious purity. She is compelling and addictive because of her flawless and youthful glow. She is the first archetype in the trifecta of maiden mother crone, and rightfully so, because she has, oh, so much to learn. The maiden is perfectly positioned for trouble to come her way and subject her to a challenge that leads to the next phase of womanhood. She must grow up, yet hesitates at the threshold, enamored by the charms of youth. The maiden represents the side of us that is riveted and curious, drawn to shadowy forests, and dark nights, and taking just one taste of poisonous fruit. Her magic is edgy and includes both shame and delight. Let yourself fall down the rabbit hole, young one. Alice in the Wonderland coming in. I just felt with the Alice in the Wonderland reference a particular quote from that novel or the movie, whatever it is, right? The story. You may see it online. A post of it very soon in the next week, perhaps, is coming through. 2 to 8 days. This is asking you to, and it's interesting because the maiden is there and the father is there also. So the damsel in distress kind of energy comes in with this one, and it's asking you to be wary of waiting for a prince. Break the spell of your own life coming in. Stay curious. You're very enchanting, sensual, and full of vitality. And I feel like there's this renewal which is also occurring within yourself. Self-care, indulging in some activities, of such activities, taking a break, resting, rejuvenating, and playing the field again. That kind of energy is coming through. I don't know what I'm saying. It will make sense, like it, according to your life. It's a nice blend of maturity and a little bit of innocence or naivety. Protecting yourself, standing up for yourself, and irrespective of what happens in the world, there's this innocence, childlike view which you hold while you are very, very mature. Don't forget to play with your inner child while you are adulting, is also somewhere down the line coming through. And with these two, I wanted to say it, I've already postponed saying it. This is also about reparenting, nourishing, or reconnecting with your inner child, which will be very beneficial. We may be taking life too seriously, and from time to time, remember to take it easy. Being reminded. Let's begin with tarot and see what the general guidance is coming in with 888 for number 2. We have 9 of Earth, roots coming in, talking about self-independence also, self-reliance, and remember your roots. A reminder coming through there. Strengthen your roots, your friendship, your community. Value the relationships and people who value you too and remind you of your value. Maybe not everyone will understand your perspective, but you will find people who will value your perspective. your insights. We have Three of Waters, Three of Cups coming in reverse, which is conjunction. If you've been partying a lot, let's sober down, let's bring in some sobriety and move out of relationships which are one-sided, which aren't healthy anymore, or are not vibing with you anymore. We have birth coming in, which is the sun. So that's really nice. Birthing new ideas. From a time of confusion, there comes illumination, which like there's also this final closure or final understanding about something which did not work in your favor, and on understanding why it happened, how it happened, and at the end of it, what you can learn from it so that you can move forward. There's liberation, free to move in any direction. There could be a birth in the family also coming through, a delayed good news which will be coming in very soon, a birth of an idea, new inspiration. We have the world coming in reverse, which talks about there's this renewal coming in, but new ideas, start exploring is coming through. We have Lord of Water, King of Cups coming in reverse. We have the Ten of Waters, Ten of Cups coming in reverse, talking about friends and family. Family coming in, friendships which are spoken of, or celebrations which are spoken of. I feel it's time to spend some time, quality time with your loved ones. And we have the Two of Earth with polarity. Connecting with your roots will help you make more. One download was connecting with your roots will make you understand your life purpose, or any kind of repeated pattern which has been going on in the family. You're breaking out of it. Connecting with your roots will help you make more sense of how this world runs. For some, the confusion which is coming to an end. If you feel while you're multitasking that at times you get a little overwhelmed, then delegate. There's no problem in that. Share your responsibility. Make sure you're not the only one trying to make it work for everyone else. That is coming through. Do things diligently. Carry out your responsibility with grace. Do things without expectation for some time. And with the two cards which came in, and the two over here also, it's like no time for being wishy-washy. If someone is acting wishy-washy, it's time to set healthier boundaries for yourself, because takers can take endlessly, shamelessly, and you have to learn how to draw the line. Where is that, like, where's the healthy boundary? That kind of energy is coming through. And it could be like, you have your feet on in two boats, and it's now time to choose which one you want to pursue, which one is feasible, and focus on one thing at a time is also coming through. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed by trying to multitask, that way is coming through. But two of earth, two of pentacles, two of coins is always talking about, when it comes in reverse, that you have the capability of multitasking. So don't get overwhelmed by it. Try it. Even if the extra amount of responsibility in terms of career also in your organization, don't get intimidated by it. Take it as a challenge. See how you will flourish. That is what's coming through. Put yourself out there. Stop hiding, is being said. With these two cards also coming in, and the King of Waters also, which was over here. Be wary of mind games is coming in. someone could be, it just feels like someone who is very needy, who you lovingly give, but they don't really learn to appreciate it, and they kind of just keep on expecting or take it for granted that you'll always have your plate given to them all the time whenever they want it. That kind of a thing is coming in, especially a family member or members in particular, or a needy friend. And you have to start learning how to say no. Even with a smile, learn to say no. Also, with these two cards which came in, there's family healing which is occurring with a father figure who may have been perhaps emotionally unavailable of sorts. Like, there are different ways how that can pan out, but or with a father figure that will be very beneficial for you. It will also, if you have abandonment issues, it will help you heal that trauma that was triggered in the past as a child, whether on earth or not. You know what I'm getting? I heard someone talking about it, but it's just like while growing up, we may have complaints with our parents acting a certain way, perhaps at times not being able to love you the way you would like to be loved. Um, and there could be certain points in life where the anger as a child was very overpowering and it made you scared. But now is the time to step into their shoes and realize where they were coming from. Maybe they were stressed or something or the other, the outburst which you may have internalized as a kid. You need to release that is coming in, whether we do it through reflection, through replaying that scenario once again, first while being in the scene, seeing it pan out the way it was, then second time cut to sitting in the cinema, seeing it as a third person where you can also see yourself there, and maybe for closure, furthering up with a conversation which occurs or something from the childhood memory, which is you're gonna understand it in a different way, or you'll realize that I associated this that scene. This is very specific, which is being channeled, hit or miss. It will be like that, all right. So where you may have like what was I saying? Associated, like say a particular flower to that time, and when you now rethink it, you realize that those flowers weren't actually, they don't, that's not their season. So a little bit of that is also somewhere down the line coming through, and understand that many like that event has happened in the past. We, through our memory, through what the body felt, we are experiencing it again and again. So we need to disassociate from that and not take it so personally, but see it as, okay, it was there. This is the hurt that I got. I understand it. I'm viewing it from a different perspective, not as the person getting hurt, but I'm seeing it as it panning out and understanding things from different lenses. That is what is coming through. I hope I tried explaining this as much as I could. Let's move forward. Let's see what divine masculine energy is coming through, guidance coming in from Buddha. We have, however many words you speak, what good will they do if you do not walk the talk, coming through. Follow up on your promises, wishy-washy energy coming in. It's time to step into authenticity and be wiser in your promises. Don't overpromise. The world always finds a way to praise and a way to blame. The wise continually praises. With this irrespective, I just felt like saying, remind yourself of the evidence of the good times that you've had in life. Remind yourself of those evidences also. Set your heart in doing good. Do it over and over again, and you will be filled with happiness. So when you're doing things, do it without expectation. That in itself is very liberating because you're doing it for your own contentment, satisfaction, because you feel like doing it as part of your dharma, or doing goodwill because it makes you feel good. And when you share your resources, also your blessings, your own abundance also grows. That is also somewhere down the line coming through. All right, let's see what's coming in terms of love as a guidance from 888 for number 2. Thank you. We have the Fool, Aquarius major arcana, coming in reverse. So this is talking about not giving into impulses, thinking things through, think of the long-term consequences is the energy which is coming through, which is why I spoke about the investment also. Like, try a little, invest a little amount, see how it flourishes. If there are too many risks, then how can we reduce the amount of risks that we're taking? That is also somewhere down the line coming through. Don't jump to conclusions. And this one is also coming in as a reminder that it's time for you to experience new profound life experiences which are waiting for you. So begin this journey is coming in. What's stopping you is the energy which is coming through. So stop being your biggest opponent is coming in. And I also feel if there's something that you really have set your minds onto, then seek that inner validation and move forward. That is what is coming through. Your people will come around, understand where you're coming from, why you're pursuing it, all of that which is coming through. Hold your horses is coming in, because don't blindly jump into things is coming through. Just because initially something is glittery, has many promises, doesn't mean it'll always pan out that way. So we need to take that into consideration also, the balance between innocence and practicality, maturity coming in together. There could be a little resistance to growing up, or maybe where you are, like even a little bit of resistance coming for love or something more established, more traditional. At times also being overwhelmed or scared of committing to something long term, relationship wise also, romantic wise also, but in general too. If you want to increase your concentration, amethyst also helps. With this one coming in, I just felt like someone could be love bombing. So just don't give in to them, especially an ex or someone you've had a tumultuous time dealing with. Take everything into consideration, not just the good times that you're sharing and the good words, because this person knows how to sway you. So just make sure that their intentions are genuine, is what is coming through over here. This one in reverse says, when reversed, the reversed fool is an idiot. He will go his own way, heedless of danger or responsibilities. He is too immature to appreciate love, although his surface attitudes and appearance may at first persuade you otherwise. Coming through. See, it's about time to go beyond the surface, or it's time now in order for things to grow, and overall growth wholesomely, not just financially, not just romantically, not just otherwise also, but everything blending it together as a wholesome growth evolution to occur. There are steps which are required. There are new things that we need to experience. So let go of the resistance or discomfort of keeping things surface level while longing for something in depth, but being scared to trust another person. That kind of energy is coming through. Walk your talk is important now. And this comes in terms of us understanding the intentions of another person also. So mute their words, see their actions coming in. I also feel if you meet someone new, don't rush into it or don't try pushing things forward too soon. Take the time of like enjoying the courtship and enjoying each other, understanding, knowing each other better is also somewhere down the line coming through. So enjoy the natural flow of things is coming in. Take it easy. All right, from the let go deck, we have dismiss thoughts that don't lead to the garden of infinite possibilities. And this is talking about the negativity that may be holding you back from experiencing something which is evidently very, very good. But there's this um, resistance which comes in stemmed from fear of getting hurt once again, of things not working out. So free yourself from the fear of success that is coming through. Think about positive things. Nothing is set in stone. So be open to where things are flowing. The past will not repeat itself if you choose things differently, is coming through. Anything else for number 2? Reject any desire to be like others. You are incomparable, precious jewel. You may have unconventional ideas, and also you may have an idea which you want to pursue, but it's completely different, something no one has tried. So how can people give you a thumbs up on the basis of something which they don't have any prior experience of? So believe in it, you'll find like-minded people, and your vision will keep on unfolding, manifesting as you keep going forward. That is what is coming through. Be original in your ideas. If you have been taking too much advice from other people, it's time to come up with your own. I feel like saying you don't need time to think, but you need to think in depth. That is what is coming through. So, any superficial energy, we need to let go of that because change is inevitable. All right, let's see what's the career advice or guidance coming in from the success oracles. With this one also, read the documents before signing the dotted lines, especially if you are seeing this during Mercury retrograde. It will start in September, I suppose, this year. Yeah, read what you're signing into is coming through. Let me take these. So we have, wow, we have Steve Jobs coming in. Outsized vision, handheld products. Users can't be choosers. Have a reputation for having a reputation coming in. And we have Sheryl Sandberg. Log in. The news feed is always starving. Update your terms and conditions coming in. Interesting speaking about what you're signing into and technology which is coming in, and talking about Mercury retrograde. Mercury is the planet of communication, technology, and all of that. Speak your truth, articulate clearly, learn to share your feelings with your family members, starting with your family members, and that dialogue change, or the way you communicate with your family members, when the authenticity starts coming in, not from a place of hurt or ego, but from a place of compassion and love, and inner peace, also stability within ourselves, it starts giving you confidence to speak the same way in the world also. So that's the change which I'm feeling. Certain kind of family healing which helps you integrate those changes also in a better way. Use social media to your benefit. Start marketing. Go travel. Coming in from Steve Jobs, it'll give you a lot of ideas. Because this is saying, in a way, like, users can't be choosers kind of a thing. Always constantly getting things into the market which we didn't know we required, but once they came in, everyone wanted it. It's that. I also feel with this one, I was trying to think of things. I even read into what this was, but I just feel it's now time, even if you are in an organization which has a big name, you have to reassess whether or not your views meet. Do the articles of those associations make sense to you? Your co-workers really find your perspective, input very, very valuable, is something which is coming through. Yeah, in this thing which is coming through is, what is not here is key, is the energy which is coming through. So like, she got the Facebook ad revenues and something or the other, like the missing link, find it. That is your golden egg. That is what is coming through. As per the star seeds wisdom, we have Gaia. Connect to the pulse of Mother. She will guide you through this time of change. Be in nature, and I feel like an innovation will come into your understanding, especially if you're a physicist, scientist. We have magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique. But most importantly, you are enough. It's time to be a little more alert and grab onto opportunities. And if you feel in the market there's something which is lacking, find that piece and make it available, because everyone will be drawn to it. That is what is coming through. That's how you'll gain monopoly, even if the market is oligopoly. That's the energy which is coming through. What gives you an edge, utilize it. That is what is coming through. And sometimes what is not here, what hasn't been discovered, what hasn't been provided, maybe the missing piece that you require to give your own product, your service, a different edge. Even if it's a pitch that you're going to make, a different approach, maybe a humble approach, will be very nice. That is also coming through. Something unorthodox, but presented in a very, very good way. Innovative ideas are coming through. Something new. We need to try something new is coming in. We have vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul coming through. It's almost like an epiphany which has a ripple effect, like the tower movement which occurs and kickstarts everything. What may first at first feel like utter destruction, and you will realize that it is actually a catabolic sweeping away of what no longer serves you, becoming aware of your weaknesses and converting them into your strengths, using your vulnerability to enhance your creativity, to enhance your vision, to dare to dream bigger also, to put your products out there and not shy away from it. An, an, an equation is coming through again and again. But anyways, an occasion which marks the breakthrough into another phase of your life is about to come through. Epiphanies or will be on a high. That is what is coming through. This is an addition thing. Let's just lastly see a quote which is coming through as we close this reading for number 2. All right. We have no one knows what they can do till they try, and this is what is important, because we may be thinking of all the ways in which one thing won't work, but at the end of it we forgot to take the step forward. So try and be adaptive, be flexible, make the changes on the go, keep retuning, refining your goals, your approach, your product. And while you take the feedback of everyone else, make sure that you stay true to your vision. And we have look at life from unexpected angles today. Wow. It helps to get a comprehensive view and to work through things cohesively to the higher perspective, which is always very enlightening and at times humbling too. So that's what's coming through. I hope this was beneficial for you and that at least some part of it resonated with you. So keep at it, remain persistent, and don't stop, come what may. Hold your vision and make it happen. All right. So thank you for being here. And until next time, Om Namah Shivay. Keep that vibe. Hi, my lovely moons. Hello, everyone. For those who were drawn to the card over here, the third pile over here, card, or the stone, emerald or panna in Hindi, which is over here, palm stone. So, just a second. Let's begin with this card. We have the orphan number 5 coming in. And with the only color of pink which is there and a little in the shade, I feel like if your divine feminine is wounded, it's time to heal that. There are different ways of doing it. And this reminded me of the fact of something in the sense of, on the lines of, to make a barrel land fertile once again, we have to begin with slowly, carefully taking out the weed, then plowing and letting the earth breathe. I don't know why did I say it. I just want to go into what this archetype guidance has for you. With the snake protecting you, where a cloak of protection is coming in, um, you are not alone. And at times, there are times in life, phases in life, where we have to go the distance alone. Spend some time in solitude is also somewhere down the line coming through. Reconnect with people who feel like home is coming in. This is the, and it's interesting how certain things are interconnected in the readings today. Um, the keywords are the wounded child, the abandoned, the beggar. Okay, so this says to study the orphan is to study the deep and challenging energy of our time. We are ever more connected yet face collective isolation. The refugee crisis haunts our planet. Children are separated from parents and the earth begs for our attention. We are in a time of universal orphanage of nature, of each other, of our own hearts. Take refuge in the fact that we all share this core wound and dilemma. It's, it is normal to fear discard as it haunts the caverns of the soul. When it appears, take time, real time, to be in the presence of the feelings this card stirs in you. Let it humble you. What are you starving for? What is the deepest gift you could imagine giving to yourself? What has been rejected is quite possibly what is most needed, dear one. It also feels like, in a way, feeling disconnected from people, from your world. And in that moment, take that opportunity to deepen the bond within with your own self, to find deep solace, deep acceptance, and deep love from within. One thing which is said over here, tenderness beyond tenderness is required. Imagine holding yourself in your hands to recognize that each one of us fears rejection and isolation is to take one step towards the orphan, more kindness always. It also asks you to ask that part of the like that part of you which resonates with the orphan, to ask what it wants to draw today, express today, say today, all of that, make today. That energy is coming through. And I also feel, if you, with the social thing which came in, I don't know, but I thought of, we remain so socially engaged, social media wise, also so much stimuli which is there. Take a break from it is coming through. That is very essential. Sometimes we put in so much effort in connecting with everyone else that we lack in making time for connecting with our own selves, with our immediate environment. So that is also coming through. Unplugging, taking a break from social media for some time, conscious mindful detox is essential, is the energy which is coming through. I If I totally go into everything which is being said over here, it'll be difficult to navigate myself out of it without being too emotional. So let's just go forward, okay? Stop fearing rejection. Realize where that stems from. There was one flash which came in. It's almost like you may have in, for some people, for very few people, like maybe you had sibling rivalry or something, and you had to win your parents' love and attention by achieving things, and you need to break out of that, is also somewhere down the line coming through. Let's see what's the general guidance coming in through tarot with 888 for you. We have the Fool in reverse, Aquarius Major Arcana coming in. Avoid taking impulsive decisions, think for the long haul. Yeah, one can remain feeling safe by keeping things surface level, all happy and nothing else, not expressing how you are actually feeling, even if there is an internal storm which is going on. And I feel like there's a breaking of that mold which is occurring now. You're getting ready to be more vulnerable. And any kind of resistance that you may have towards change, transformation, it's time to understand that rebelling won't help. We have Seven of Fire, which talks about success. Just a second. We have Lady of Fire, Queen of Wands coming in, Seven of Wands coming in over here also. And we have Nine of Waters, Airborne coming in, Nine of Cups coming through. This is not wishful thinking. Tap into your flamboyant energy and try integrating it in different genres of your life. We have number 9 with number 11 with experience. We have conception. I'll see which cards are these because right now I don't remember the actual names. They're very imagination coming in reverse. And we have Eight of Earth, labor coming in with Eight of Pentacles coming in reverse. If something has gone away, even a job or a project that was lost, there's something better which will be replacing it. So stop dwelling in negativity or self-doubt, as it is just stagnating from an opportunity to come your way. Anyways, irrespective of that, know that something's time was over, and hard work is good, but we need to start working smartly, is also somewhere down the line coming through. Let me just check these cards before I go forward. I thought this was justice, but I wanted to be sure. This is the Chariot, and this is the Moon card coming in reverse. All right. It's a theme, and it's talking about a change in the mindset of how we are approaching things, and also to go deeper, gain deeper understanding about your emotions. Also, there will be revelations coming your way, disclosures which will be made. It may be a little surprising is the energy which is coming through, but it will involve equal give and take. With the Chariot card coming in reverse, the Fool card also coming in reverse, along with the Moon card, Cancer energy coming in these two, Aquarius and Libra coming through. Something said, thicken the skin, don't take everything too personally, came in. What are you postponing? Or whatever you have been avoiding dealing with or pursuing will be dropped in front of you. And then is your choice as to how you want to channel it. Whether you channel it in the form of frustration, seeing the roadblock per se, or you channel it by making something out of it. The choice is yours, is something which is coming through. Take care of your health is also somewhere down the line coming through, because I was reading this. Your wishes will come true. You need to be more confident and express yourself accordingly as well. You need to open up and let the other person know in terms of love how you truly feel. And if the other person's intentions are unclear, let's have a heart-to-heart conversation, especially if you feel things are out of balance. If you've been given too much, stop, pause to receive, and see what this person does. Because they may be too busy busying themselves up with work so that they don't have to deal with the emotional world, is somewhere down the line coming through. And if that message resonates with you, then it's time to be honest with yourself and do what is right for you, what is righteous. Just a second, these cards aren't really speaking to me so much, honestly. They aren't really speaking to me so much. What else can be said? We have 6 of mirrors coming in, healing coming through, calling in your soulmate, like-minded people coming your way, healing that begins. Apprehensions, there are too many apprehensions which are blocking your flow or blocking you from moving forward, because there's this constant energy of hesitation. And we have the 4 of scrolls also coming through. Take some time off, do some healing, relax yourself, retreat, and then reconnect when you're ready. The element of retreating, disconnecting from social media for some time, that kind of energy is coming through. Taking those extra few hours to sleep instead. We have the Knight of Spirals coming in reverse, and we have the 10 of Spirals, Sagittarius energy coming through. This is a journey of self-worth in a way. If you've been working a lot, taking on too much responsibility, like all work, no play, let's change that around, because you don't need a burnout. Could be that you're at a crossroads and feeling a little confused, so it will help separating from the situation, the energy for some time, and then come back and see how you feel when you are feeling more fresh. And with the Knight of Spirals, Knight of Wands coming in reverse, with the 6 of Cups coming in, it's like, again, that energy of wanting something of depth, but keeping things surface level, because someone fears rejection, someone fears abandonment, the fear of getting hurt. So might as well have many people, being involved with many people, handling many people at once, but not committing to one. That safety net, or always leaving a door open kind of a mentality so that someone is hooked, is at the end of it will just lead to exhaustion and further confusion. You need some soul time. Some time in solitude is important to really understand your feelings also, because I feel that being blocked off in a certain way. You need to listen to the cues coming from the soul, because those are downloads from the source, is also somewhere down the line coming through. With the imagination and everything coming in, it's time to turn positive intentions into reality. and don't be impatient about it. And if you find yourself advising someone, make sure you have best interests in your heart always. And it's time to lighten things up because things have become too serious, maybe mundane. And if your goals seem elusive and you're banging your head against a wall, it's likely that an obstacle was placed in your path to change your thinking or slow your process, your approach. Step back, discuss it with someone you trust, someone you look up to, or an expert, and commit to a course of action because the direction is important. It's almost like roaming around aimlessly and then finding your soul purpose, perhaps one of the soul purpose or soulmate. And there's this path ahead which is being shown, but there's this comfort of the known which is keeping you stagnant. That is also somewhere down the line coming through over here. That's why there's a little bit of resistance to change which is coming in. This one asks you, how can you manifest your passion in a practical way? And with this one, I'm feeling like the energy of this also, it's a little bit of like too many obligations that are there, which are kind of affecting your freedom or independence, or even in terms of if there is a resistance to committing yourself to someone in a way, right? Fearing that it will be too overwhelming and your freedom will be hampered. That is also somewhere down the line coming through. But this is a lot of passion which is coming in also, a renewal, rekindling energy which is coming through. We just need to stop and start living life. You may be chasing a life that you want to create, but by the time you reach there, you may not really, you may find yourself being so busy that you may not have the time to enjoy what you create. So keep enjoying the journey is also somewhere down the line coming through. Someone from your past, from your childhood also could be resurfacing in your life, as an enterprising energy is available to you. You're being asked to utilize it wisely. Let's see what's the divine masculine energy coming in and telling you through Buddha. Thank you. We have, do not let pleasure distract you, for in craving pleasure comes sorrow. So that's that over indulgence, Casanova energy which is coming through. Find joy in giving. Happiness is your reward. Let the ultimate truth be your soul food. Gather nothing, store nothing. It could be like, you have been reiterating a negative feeling or even a mistake, or like, some things which, some memories that make you cringe, make you feel defeated, make you feel that you are a failure or something or the other, and you have believed it so much that you have internalized it, and you need to release that now. That was the past. You did what you knew best then. You learned from it, even if the lesson was harsh. You learned from it. Doesn't mean that you seclude yourself completely or guard yourself so much that the next person who comes in, or in the years to come, you're still there holding on to that failure of yours. Even if it comes to relationships, even if you cheated, it's okay. People can change. Just because someone is a cheater doesn't mean they remain a cheater. Not everything is lost where there's so much more to gain. Get up, get that fighter spirit back. Get it excited, pursue passion of yours, not just in this dimension of lust, perhaps. You may be keeping everything, even your feelings, under wraps. And while it creates a mystery and everything, and that's brilliant, but after a certain point where you're so closed off, the other person may start seeing this as as a deception. And this is also reminding me, even in relationships and everything, with the Fool card coming in reverse, you cannot be 100% sure all the time before making or committing to something, before taking the leap of faith. Even when you are partnering up or getting married, you can't be sure 100% because even if the courtship has been prolonged, there still may be after marriage the more tendency of things that you haven't even imagined that may crop up. But the friendship, the bond that you have together, you will have each other. And even if the person you are trusting enough to give your heart to, open up your heart to, they do have the tendency of hurting you also. But that doesn't mean that we eradicate the whole experience because we're too scared to get hurt. It's good to have your guards up, but not so up or so stringent that we self isolate ourselves. That is coming in. I hope I'm making sense because while I'm speaking, I don't really remember what I say. Okay, so let's see what's coming in terms of love. If you're in a relationship, I feel like you need to trust your partner a little more and take the necessary steps to strengthen the bond between the two of you and to feel secure enough to have a heart to heart conversations, because you both need to communicate a little differently or do things that you did when you were like in the initial stages of the relationship. That all of that which is coming in. For number 3, through triple A, what guidance is coming in? Too many. Too many. The world card coming in, I just wanted to say you are not alone. The world is your oyster. The moment you start seeing it, the moment you start following upon your dreams, your vision also, maybe you're the one, you may be alone when you start, but as you continue on the journey, you'll find more like-minded people supporting your dreams and goals. That comes in also. Okay, we are gonna take this one, which is the Hermit, Virgo Major Arcana coming in. The Hermit again comes in with that depth which is required, diving deeper and not getting intimidated by yourself, or diving a little deeper, going through the phases where certain triggers, pains stemmed from. Instead of covering it, instead of pursuing addictions, let's go to the core and heal that, transform that fragmented energy or stored negative response that we have, defense mechanisms. We need to become aware of those things. I'm going to read this card because it will just make it easier. All right. In a relationship, when upright, the Hermit brings solitude, but you will not turn away from a loving relationship forever. For a time, you turn inward and gravitate towards self love by exploring your heart and mind. This inner journey may heal any blocks to intimacy with your partner. If you're looking for love, if a relationship has ended recently, the hermit reveals that you will need time for healing, often away from familiar surroundings. You travel literally or mentally to find yourself. Whatever your situation, you take time to heal past and present hurts. It is important. You need to retreat from love to replenish body, mind, and spirit. And even in a partnership, chalking out time for your own self, doing your own things apart from your partner is also very important. That element of missing each other is important rather than being in the same uh, vicinity all the time, in your faces all the time. That kind of thing is coming through. If in case a relationship did come to an end of recent, don't jump into another one, because there's this nice balanced thin rope which is aiding you towards a lesson to stop the repeated patterns once and for all. And this time on your own is very essential. You can either understand yourself before you step into a relationship or during a relationship also. So that's the energy which is coming through. Accept the lessons and move forward. All right, let's see what we need to let go of. Let go of yesterday, as what you do right now is more important. Yeah, it really is. What was the imagery? Nice. And the hair being of relevance, your hair is like antenna. So take care of them. Wash them today is also somewhere down the line coming through. Salt water will be nice for you, cleansing tool. Too many. Oh no, not so many. We have explored life and create your own experiences. Let go of being normal. Liberation also coming in. Reach, stretch, breathe, believe. What can you let go of to feel maximum joy? Clear the subconscious debris. And yeah, you deserve to be loved. You deserve to be valued, to be celebrated. You need to have a deeper understanding of your own worth is also somewhere down the line coming through. A bit of root chakra rebalancing will be nice for you. All right, let's see what guidance is coming in through the success oracles for number 3. This one. We have Sherwang coming through. Compete in the market, not the spotlight. Enough about me. Tomorrow's breakthrough starts day to day coming in. Clear your vision. And sometimes to get that clarity, certain kind of self-healing, self-happiness practices through reflection, acceptance, amending, releasing are important. And other means also, but that came into my mind. Start a positive habit today, like add it like an additional thing, as if you're on the phone, start walking, that kind of a thing. You're already doing something. Add a good habit with that. Came through. We have Deepak Chopra also coming through. Deepak Chopra with find the connection between mind, body, and wallet, balance in all things, including your bank account, learn the many meanings of intrinsic value coming through. You will find yourself talking in front of the crowd and expressing or sharing your experiences and how you were self-made and the obstacles that came through and the difficulties or even roadblocks that you overcame internally and externally too. That is being said. The crown chakra energy coming through quite a bit. Meditate a little. You need to relax. You need to relax. Or stop shying away from something deeper that is unfolding in your life or is already presenting itself in your life, and you may be postponing a decision which you know is good, but then there's this hot and cold energy which comes in, practicality or logic which takes over, and the feelings remain hidden. That kind of a thing is coming through. Listen to what your cosmos are saying, and also become aware of the thoughts you are emitting into the universe, because you are bringing those energies into your life also. I don't say it for everyone, but it's coming in very, very strongly over here. Let's see what's the guidance coming in from the star seed oracles. I just felt if life has become too mundane, or rather too complicated, travel. Like for your own self, like a weekend getaway with your own self, or maybe a friend of yours, your partner or something. But I feel going on a trip on your own, solo traveling, will be very beneficial. Obviously, being safe. Safety is always takes forefront, but it's important. I feel like there are those retreats where cell phones aren't allowed. So go there, experience it. That's also somewhere down the line coming through, because there's too much outside stimuli which is keeping us captivated, going on, having those cups of coffee and working like a machine and not taking the time to connect with the soul, connecting with your body, or recharging your body and mind. And we have stillness coming in. Reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. We have dreams. The universe speaks to you through your dreams. Become aware of them. Jot them down if necessary. Connect with the source. This is like someone who's constantly on the go. There's so many things to do, so many things to do, so many things to do, so many things to do. And there's a little bit of getting easily distracted also. Checking your social media, connecting with people, messages flowing in, no time to soak in the moment which is passing by. That kind of energy is coming through, which is why there's this thing of take some time alone. When was the last time that you connected with yourself, kind of a thing which is coming through, being reminded again and again. And with the stillness coming in, go to a park, observe people passing by, taking a lunch break and hurrying back, children playing, butterflies flying, birds chirping, the sun hitting the ground in a certain way. All of that. That smell the roses kind of a energy which comes in. There's no rush. It's like someone who's constantly chasing something, a physical goal or something, and we forgot to live, truly live. Because, like, when we're chasing happiness, seeing that as a destination, by the time, or even a milestone that we have on our mind, financially also, by the time we reach that milestone, we forget how important it was when we began. And while it manifests, or when we reach that milestone, we realize there's another one on the horizon which is rising now, and we begin worrying about going there. So stop and stare. That energy came through. Let's take a few quotes and then close the reading. For number 3. Oh, okay. The deck fell. We have be a child again today and spread some mischief coming in. Do something fun because things have become too mundane. Again, this is number 5. Transformation. We have without obstacles, life would just be a race, and that wouldn't be half as much fun. Number 2. If things have been a little tough, try finding humor in it and keep going forward. Even if you've had setbacks, know that that knowledge, that experience will help you in the future as you keep growing. The learning curve is going up, but make sure that you're talking out some time for yourself, checking in with yourself, which will be very essential. Go to, get an appointment for body massage or something or the other. Spa retreat, something of that sort is important. And yes, one thing also, while you're getting these things done, like self-care and all of that, don't be stuck on your phone, glued to your phone. Experience that experience is also somewhere down the line coming through. This is just like someone who's very addictive to social media, and it's coming out as a coping mechanism, and it's coming in obviously as an addiction also. So unhook yourself consciously is coming through. On cutting, we have surrender. This is the last one. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. Mindfulness. Being present in the now. It's called a present because it is a gift. That's what's coming through. Alright? I hope this was beneficial for you. And until next time, love, light, healing, peace, empowerment, deeper understanding, and oneness to you and yours. Until next time, Om Namah Shivay. Keep that vibe high, my lovely moon.